We're going to do a brief video on Amazon stock, AMZN stock, and we've got a daily chart here for you with a 200-day moving average in blue, a 20-day moving average in red, and a green 5-day moving average. Amazon is down about 3.5% at $116.21, and the volume is 47 million against an average daily volume of 56 million, and we're at about 5 minutes before 2 o'clock on the 26th of October. Let's take a look at this stock. You can see it's been in a bear market all the way back here since January of 22, bounced off the bottom side of the 200-day moving average in March, did the same thing again in August, and came down here and put in a lot of little lows, which we can just call collectively about at $100. So we came down here and put in a higher bottom at $105, rallied up, and it's really interesting. You can see what happens when this stock rallies. As soon as it rallies, they're selling it off. Now, we gapped up here back in late September, early October. We gapped up and they sold it down lower low. We gapped up. It's difficult to see, but there's a tiny little gap here. They sold it down, and now they're selling it down again today. So what does that tell you? This is basically higher highs and lower lows. So it's distribution. They're still selling this stock. They're taking the opportunity of a rally to get out from a position that's probably got them underwater, and they're probably losing money on the stock. So the minute it rallies and they reduce their loss or make a tiny profit, they sell off. So that's what's going on here, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. So what do I think is going to happen long term in this stock? There's several things going on here. Let's go to a weekly chart real quick. When we take a look at this weekly chart of Amazon, this is a very negative situation. We go all the way back here to January 15th when it touched the 200-week moving average. Then it finally breaks through it down here in late April of 2022, bounced around it and is now below it. So this is a 200-week moving average in blue, a 20-week moving average in red, and a 5-week moving average in green. So it's below the 200-week moving average and the 20-week moving average. So this is not a good situation for the stock. Now, what is a positive? It's holding this $100 low, and it didn't violate it. It kept $105, bounced up off of that. That's a good positive. But this stock's still very negative. It's still in a deep bear market, and it's got to get above this $130 mark. It's about 14, 15 bucks away from that to even begin to think of this as coming out of this situation. And even then, it's just going to be going sideways until it crosses this $147 mark. So not a great situation. I wouldn't say a horrible situation. The bad news has already happened in this stock, but not a real positive situation. We see our $133 level is where this 200 day moving average is. So we have to first get above that and then move on to the 200-week moving average to get the stock in any kind of territory where people are excited about buying it. Let's take a look at the 1-hour moving average. We can see that it is a positive. This stock was below the 200 moving average hour, the blue line hourly chart. Since September 22nd, it's been below it. It is now broken through it. But the second it breaks through it, right through here, it sells off again. This is a huge gap right here. This is a gap from 120 all the way down to 6. That's a $4 gap on an hourly chart. That'll make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. So that is not positive at all as to what's going on with this stock. This is huge pent-up selling at the top of right at 120. So a lot of negative things in this stock in the short term. More positive things are visible the further we go out, in my opinion. So bottom line, if it holds this 105 bottom, and it's probably going to test it, it's probably going to come down here to 110, 111 here this week. If it holds this 105 bottom, we have a chance of rallying back up to the 120s, the mid 120s. If it doesn't hold this 105 bottom, I think it's going to go down here and test the 100 and go through it. Although I have to tell you, I'm not negative on this stock looking at this chart. I don't see any reason to be hugely negative. But it's got to prove itself, and that basically means a decline to about 110 and a rally up to about 125, and then you take another look at it at that point. Let's take a look and see what RBAM Research says about it. I'm not sure if, I know we cover Amazon, but I'm not sure if it's got any entry prices today. It's got, we do cover it. We cover 190 stocks, and these are out for the 26th, but it's got nothing for today, and that's good because this stock's down as we speak about 3.5%. So 1, 5, and 20-day hold periods for Amazon, and showing no no entry prices today, which is good. You can get access to all of our stocks every morning by 7 a.m. at rbamresearch.com. Link in the description below. Absolutely free, no credit card required. We put out algorithmically generated entry prices for 190 stocks, the major forex pairs, BTC crypto, and the most liquid futures contracts, all out by 7 a.m. at rbamresearch.com. Follow the link over there, put in your email address, get immediate free access with no credit card required. If you want to follow our entry prices, please keep in mind that everything that you see, including your entry prices and my commentaries for entertainment purposes only, can't use it for anything other than entertainment. You should always do your own analysis, and you definitely trade at your own risk. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that as well. And if you have a great comment for us, we'd love to hear it in the comment section below.